Welcome to Decode Your Persona. Let's start with a question. When was the last time you said no and truly meant it, without apology or excuse? That simple no reveals how much you value yourself and how others value you in return. Most men think attraction is about looks, money, or charm, but the real secret, it's about boundaries. Boundaries are the invisible lines that define who you are and what you will not tolerate. When you have them, you stop chasing and start attracting. In this video, I'll share 6 powerful boundaries that instantly change how women see you. Let's decode this together. The foundation of genuine attraction is self-respect, not arrogance, but a quiet knowing of your own worth. Without it, any relationship you build will eventually crumble. Many of us compromise our values out of fear of losing someone, but that's exactly how we lose their respect. Attraction isn't about being agreeable, it's about being admirable. A high-value woman is drawn to a man who knows his worth and sets a standard for how he's treated. This energy is felt in your posture, your tone, and your choices. Imagine someone you're dating makes a disrespectful joke in front of friends. Instead of laughing it off or lashing out, a man with self-respect addresses it calmly and privately. He says, "That joke made me feel disrespected, and that's not okay with me." It's not about controlling her, but about controlling what you accept in your life. Defending your dignity is deeply attractive. It shows your peace and values matter more than avoiding discomfort. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow and what you enforce. If you let your boundaries be crossed, you're teaching others they don't matter. But when you calmly enforce them, you set a precedent. Respect is the minimum requirement. Self-respect can't be faked. It's built by keeping promises to yourself, setting goals, and enjoying your own company. When you validate yourself from within, you become magnetic. A man who respects himself doesn't chase. His energy draws people in. He becomes a source of strength and stability for himself and those around him. Self-respect is the first and most crucial boundary because it's the one you set with yourself. Master this and you change the entire game. Don't compromise your core for anyone. Stand firm in your values. Speak up when something crosses your line. Let your actions show what you will and won't accept. The world responds to the standard you set. Build your self-respect and watch how everything else falls into place. This is the bedrock of attraction. Let's move to the next boundary. Your time is your most valuable resource. How you treat it shows how much you value yourself. If you're always available, dropping everything for someone else, you signal that your own goals and peace come second. A high-value woman is attracted to a man with ambition and a life of his own. Protecting your schedule isn't being difficult, it's showing you have purpose. When you're not endlessly available, your time becomes more meaningful. It's not about playing games, it's about genuinely having a life you're excited about. For example, if you've set aside Tuesday for the gym and get a last-minute invite, say, "That sounds fun, but Tuesday is my gym night. I'm free Thursday if you want to plan ahead." This shows discipline and respect for your own commitments. Spontaneity is great, but it should be the exception, not the rule. Your time is your life's currency. Spend it wisely. When a woman sees your world doesn't revolve around her, it creates intrigue and respect. Be the main character in your own story. Carve out non-negotiable time for your growth and well-being. When you value your time, you attract people who value theirs and yours. Your time becomes a shared gift, not an endless commodity. Set this boundary, and you architect a life of meaning. That's profoundly attractive. Let's talk about emotional control next. Ready? Emotional control isn't about suppressing feelings. It's about choosing your response, not reacting impulsively. Attraction is rooted in safety. A woman needs to feel emotionally safe to truly connect. Outbursts, jealousy, or neediness destroy that safety and trust. A man who's easily triggered communicates that his emotional state depends on others. True strength is emotional stability, being the calm center in the storm. When things go wrong, remain composed. For example, if she cancels a date last minute, respond, "No problem, let me know when you're free." This shows your happiness isn't dependent on one event. Emotional resilience is forged in moments of pressure, not when things are easy. Your response to adversity reveals your true character. Cultivate mindfulness. Recognize the gap between a trigger and your response. In that gap lies your power. Choose actions that align with the man you want to be, not your wounded ego. This stability is more attractive than any physical feature. Women sense your emotional state, even if you try to hide it. They feel your calm, confidence, and strength. Master your inner world, and you become a man she can trust and be drawn to. Emotional control is a boundary that sets you apart. It's the mark of true masculine strength. Practice it daily. Let's move to the next boundary: sexual energy and discipline. Stay with me. This one's powerful. Sexual energy is powerful, but most men waste it chasing validation. The real boundary here is sexual discipline, not celibacy, but mastery over your desires. A man who's a slave to his urges gives away his power and respect. When you seek sexual validation, you're saying, please prove I'm desirable. That energy is insecure and easily sensed. True masculine power is self-control. A man who isn't desperate for intimacy, who can connect emotionally and intellectually, stands out. His self-control signals abundance, not scarcity. When you're not fixated on a physical outcome, you're genuinely present. This creates real sexual tension and respect. Restraint is attractive. It shows maturity and strength. Lead with character and purpose, not just sexual intent. See your sexual energy as fuel for your journey, not a leak for quick validation. The man who commands his sexual energy is in control of his destiny. He's not easily manipulated or distracted. This self-mastery is the essence of mature masculinity. It's a boundary that commands deep respect and attraction. Let's talk about relationship standards next. Preferences are nice to haves. Standards are non-negotiables. Your standards are your self-respect in action, the rules for how you'll be treated. They're not demands on others, but boundaries for yourself. For example, I only date people who are honest and communicate openly. Many men fear having standards will make them seem demanding, but lacking them leads to disappointment. Without standards, you accept treatment beneath you. Setting and enforcing standards filters out the wrong people. You're not being mean, you're protecting your peace and energy. High-value women are attracted to men with high standards. It signals you know what you want and won't settle. Enforcing standards is the real test. Are you willing to walk away if they're violated? This isn't about finding perfection, but compatibility. When you're clear on your non-negotiables, you stop wasting time on doomed relationships. Define your standards: honesty, loyalty, respect, ambition, maturity, whatever matters most. Write them down and commit to upholding them. Your standards reflect your self-worth. Honor them, and you'll attract someone who celebrates them. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Be clear, be firm, and let your standards guide your relationships. Next, let's talk about purpose-driven masculinity. This is the anchor for everything else. Let's go. The final and most essential boundary is your purpose, your why, your mission, your direction. A man without purpose is adrift, easily swayed by others. Making a woman your sole purpose is the fastest way to lose her respect. No one can be your source of happiness and direction. A high-value woman wants to join you on your mission, not be your mission. Your purpose is your North Star. It guides your choices and gives your life meaning. Protecting your purpose is the ultimate act of self-love and masculine strength. Sometimes you'll have to say, I'd love to, but I have to work on my project tonight. Stay on your path, even when it's hard. When you're on your purpose, you're in your power, creating, building, contributing. This energy makes you a leader and a pillar of strength. A woman wants to be part of your world because it's meaningful and going somewhere. If you don't know your purpose, your first mission is to find it. Explore, learn, try, fail, discover your why. Once you find it, protect it fiercely. Your purpose is the core of your masculine energy. It ensures you're always the hero of your own story. That's the man a high-value woman respects and wants to build with. Don't lose yourself for anyone. Share your journey, but never abandon your path. Purpose anchors all your boundaries. Live it boldly. Let's wrap this up. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you stand for. These 6 boundaries aren't walls. They're the foundation protecting your peace, values, and energy. A high-value woman is drawn to your strength, stability, and integrity, not your possessions. When you live by these principles, you stop chasing validation and become the man you were meant to be. Attraction becomes a byproduct of your self-respect. If this resonated, like, subscribe, and share. Your boundaries are your greatest strength. Live them boldly.